Remember whenever I did my review of the Logitech Z533s, I think they were? I accidentally dented it a little bit. Well, remember whenever I said that I liked the sound quality of these? They were good. They were okay for computer speakers. They were nice. They performed exceptionally okay. But the subwoofer that it came with was small compared to that. Now, you see it? See it? I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at it right. Okay. Position. What is this? This, I think I mentioned it in the review, is the Logitech Z3. It comes with I measured that, I think it's a 7-inch driver. Yeah, it's right at about that 6.5, whatever. It's bigger, and even though the specifications say it doesn't use as much power, that thing it kicks the ass of the Z533, and maybe it's just because of volume, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It seems to produce more, and I kind of want to use that with these, but I can't do that because the output of that and the input, everything is run through this. This is the control knob, by the way. It's got a power switch, it's all unplugged. Headphone, everything. It's all controlled with this. There's no RCA. But you see, I have RCAs here. And you see these have lines out. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to attempt something. I could completely fuck this up and then make these not usable at all, or I could be awesome and make these work with that sub. Now, these are really small. These are like really small drivers. And they're okay, but they're not as, well, sorry, this chair's broken. These aren't as good as those. Am I doing the these thing again? Sorry. The Z533s, obviously, they sound better than the Z3s. So if I can get those to work with that bigger subwoofer, then I can consider that an accomplishment. I'm just going to try this. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Tools that I have. This is a wire stripper. It has, I'm pretty sure, the right gauge. Possibly, yes. This, which is an old 3.5mm to RCA, I'm going to be cutting this and then putting the females on this so I can then plug these into the thing and make that go. The only issue is if you don't know how an RCA wire is, it's not like a separate signal and ground. Normally the ground is a shielding that goes all the way around it, but hopefully I can bypass that. I also have some electrical tape because that's important. Now, this is the left speaker. Now, I want to find a way to mark that this is the left speaker. Left. Where am I going to cut this? Now, the actual wires on the things are pretty long, so you know what? Let me take this piece of tape off and put it much lower. You can always go shorter if you mess something up here, but you can't go longer. So this will cut, right? Because I know this is not good. So let me just there we go. Oh, thank God they have this one separated. Okay, I was worried that it was going to be like an RCA and be like whatever. This is the left channel, so I'm going to have to let me strip this back. Accidentally stripped the blue wire, which I'm assuming is the signal wire. I don't want those to connect, so let me go a little lower. Yeah, these are horrible. I'm sorry, I might speed through any parts that are like stupid, like this. look, I suggest if you're going to do anything, get something better than whatever the hell I'm using, because this is crap. I'm assuming, and I hope this is not a stupid assumption, black is ground. Black is normally ground. If that is wrong, then I could end up fucking everything up. Oh well. Okay. Now, I still want to strip that down. I have the left channel split and signal ground. That better be the way it is. Let me just set that there for a while. Now I gotta, oh, by the way, this part doesn't work, so this is useless anyways. So might as well make some use out of it. There we go. And I'm going to be using the left channel here. And I'm sorry if I'm like disorganized. This isn't really like a workspace. This is my room, my home room. And by God, I hate it. Okay, this is also seeming to be 14s. Let me pinch all the way around it, just because that seems to be the only way to get this to work. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I just don't want to mess up the shielding. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. These are crappy wire cutters. Crappy. This is horrible. That is the shielding, and I fucked up the shielding in some bits. Well, that was to be expected from a really okay, now I gotta strip this incredibly tiny, same size as whatever that is. This is good enough for me. I don't even know if you could see that. So I have the signal and the ground. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a piece of tape around the ground wire. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this right here. Bam. So I have ground and signal. Now, connect it to this. This is probably horrible. This is probably the worst thing you've ever seen. But that kind of tore up the wires. So let me connect ground to ground. I really wish I had a workspace. This would be easier if I did, but I do not. So let me just make this here, and well, let me do that, and this, and just tape around it. Tape it. Yes. I need more tape. Okay, that is the ground wires for the left side connected. Now I just need to connect the signal. I'm gonna have to shorten this a little. Just oh my God, the actual handle of this is, oh my God, how old is this? Oh well. That is the ground and signal wires connected together in here. That I could probably see this falling apart sometime in the future. So now I need a big old piece of tape to conceal this ugliness. I don't even know how old this tape is, so it's whatever. Trust me, my parents don't do electrical stuff, so this kind of thing is definitely not in their, area. Now, before I move on, oh my God, this horrible mess of wires. I'm actually going to plug this in, and I'm going to see if I can actually get it to work with just the left speaker. Okay, I plugged it in, and it didn't blow up. So, now, Let me find, what is the left speaker? I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter. They're passive speakers. Let me just take this, plug this in. I gotta feed this thing signal. Yoshi Horikawa interlude. It's working. It's working. Okay, I got the left channel to work. Now I just need to rinse, repeat with the right channel. So let's do that. This is gotta be the worst wire stripper in the history of wire stripping. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. It went straight down and went straight through the signal. That is purple. That is purple. I don't know what purple is. Purple is unforeseen to me. Okay, I seem incapable of being able to actually strip just the outside without also stripping the inside, because then again, these speakers actually are like not older than me, but they're up there in age, I suppose. So maybe the wires are just deteriorating. I don't know. But either way, I have what, again, I'm just going to assume is the ground and the signal. And the signal is much, much smaller. A key thing to remember, you do not want signal and ground to touch. That's like one constant throughout everything, no matter what you're doing, unless you want to specifically do some fucked up shit. This is jerry-rigged as all hell. Look, I am aware of that. No one needs to tell me that. So, and there's signal and ground taped together. Let me get the big piece of tape to wind this all up together. Actually, really even. I'm proud of that. Okay, so now I have them set up, plugged in, everything. That's just a ground thing. Let me... This is the DAC playing. Let me play back devices. D1 advanced. Oh! What is that? What is that? That is beauty. That is beautimus. That is working. What is some non-copyrighted music that I have? I have some Bach in here. Actually, that might be copyrighted. Chicken Attack. Yeah. Let's play Chicken Attack.
You should know that a man with the power of nature can bring you to the end of your life. And you should know by my smile and the look in my eyes that you are about to be massively forced together. Chicken attack. Chicken attack.
I actually don't know if that will get me copyrighted or not. Hope not. It works. I was kind of afraid that I might have mixed up the ground and the signal for one of them. You know, the one that had the weird purple wire. Okay, now I don't know if I'm going to put this at the end of the video or if I'm going to splice it into like the middle whenever I did the right channel. Okay, so remember whenever I said how I hoped I would get the ground and the signal right for the right one because it was like purple and black? Well, I actually didn't. Two things. I had to rewire it for two reasons. I apparently did a really crappy job because the right channel kept cutting out and I had to like fold it for some reason and bend it and then the right channel would work. But also it sounded like out of phase. Hey, but I had to take it apart and use more tape and I had to connect the red, was it? Yeah, the red. I had to connect the signal from the RCA to the black wire on the speaker side. I had to connect the signal to the black and the ground to the purple, which was weird. Again, I blame that I've never seen purple and black used like that together, so it was weird to me. But anyways, I rewired it now and it works fine and it's not out of phase anymore and
Lockpick on the door. What's in here? Handgun ammo.
it works now. Now it works fine. It sounds perfectly great. The sub works, the speakers work, everything works. So anyways, again, I just want to reiterate, if you're going to do anything with wires, I suggest you use good tools. I did not use good tools. Okay, the wire strippers I had were crappy. I didn't have heat shrink, so I had to use just electrical tape, so that was a bit jank. The whole thing is really like jerry-rigged anyways. So if you're going to do anything, it definitely helps if the utensils you use are to date and not shitty and falling apart. Well, that concludes this episode of Mad Science Hour. Got you. Just kidding. But anyways, don't take this as like super tutorial, like do it this way. It's just a general idea. Use wire strippers, strip wires, connect ground signal with whatever, and it works. The way I did it, I I definitely should have had better utensils. Probably newer tape, and you probably wouldn't have been working with old speakers as old as these. But I mean, besides that, I'd say this was a success. So thanks for watching. Check out my reviews if you want to. I really like audio, which is why I went through the trouble of doing this. But anyways, if something messes up later down the line, I'll probably say something about it. But anyways, yeah. Peace.